Drizzle on the window, coffee in my hand. Morning starts so slow.
Hi, welcome to Once Upon a Stitch Nook and my desk where the creativity is happening. My desk is in a crazy disarray of different projects going on right now, so please bear with me as I try to demonstrate this tutorial, which is we're working on the trim for my Earth Kingdom inspired vest here. So here you see I've done the body, and the body is so simple, so pleasant to work up. I don't think that really needed a video. I did want to go over how to do the color work on the trim, just in case you're unfamiliar with color work or you're a beginner doing this pattern, and visuals just help a lot. And as well, something different about this color work than my water tribe cardigan, if you did that one, or you can make it a vest of course as well, was that we only did the trim along the neckline, and so I had you cut at the end and then start again in order to get the type of color work I was advising. But in this case, we're going to be working in the round entirely because we're going around the neckline as well as the bottom. My choice for that was because the Earth Kingdom Avatar just has a very boxy, sharp, square look to it. I thought that would give it a nicer finish. And so we are going to start in a corner. And that's going to be kind of, and that's the other thing that's a bit different with this one, is we're actually going to have to accommodate a corner for the color work as well, which turned out not to be too hard. I look a lot at how you do it in mosaic crochet, so if you've ever done that, this is probably going to be even simpler. So I'll bring you down to see a little closer. Using your 3.5, or I couldn't find mine, so I'm using a 3.75 millimeter hook, but I recommend a 3.5. And your 3-weight yarn, you're going to join in a corner with what you want to consider your right side facing you, and then going to have on your left of your hook should be the neckline. So join the yarn into your corner like so. Then you'll simply chain 1, half double crochet 3 times into your corner. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to work half double crochets all along the neckline until you reach your next corner. And the only caveat is for your stitch count that you want to end up with is that you should have, and you're going to include from this 3 half double crochets that we just did in the corner, counting that last half double crochet around the neckline, you should have a multiple of 4 plus 3. All right, I have reached to my corner, counting 4 half double crochets as I've been going along. And so here you should be at a count that is a multiple of 4, then plus 2, and we will be working our third into this corner. It will be included in the corner of 3. So as you get to the corner, you're just going to half double crochet 3 times into that corner. 1, 2, 3. And now all you do is half double crochet along the bottom, which should be easier because it actually has stitches you can work into. You should have, from counting from your last half double crochet in this corner to the half double crochet at the start of the original corner you started at the other side of your panel, should be again a multiple of 4 plus 3, counting those 2 half double crochets. We're ignoring the middle one. That's considered our little corner point, or where when you do corners often you would have a chain there. So just go ahead and do that, and then we're going to switch colors for the next row. So now I'm going to join, and what I'm would just suggest for your join, you can either slip stitch the join, or something I've started doing is I uninsert my hook, insert it from the back through the first stitch. I pick up that loop and pull it through to the back. Now I'm going to join my next color, which is this cream, and chain 1. And this is basically going to follow the same thing as before, but with single crochets. So let's single crochet 1 here. I'm going to secure my yarns like so. And now notice always in the middle of our 3 stitches, in this case 3 half double crochets, we are going to do our next 3. In this case, we're doing 3 creams, no color changes right now. So 3 single crochets into that corner, like so. And then from here on, you don't have to worry about counting now. You just have, single crochet your way all the way till your next corner, single crochet 3 into that corner, and then single crochet until you meet up with your first stitch. And I will pick up with you on for the next round where we're going to start our color work. All right, here we are at the end. So I'm just going to, you can either again slip stitch to join, or I'm going to pull that loop back into the back, and like so. And then I'm going to be picking up my cognac color and chaining that 1. And then we're going to work according to the graph. And that's going to now we're going to be working waistcoat stitches instead of just regular single crochet. Single crochet. So all that is a single crochet stitch, but placing it lower than usual in between the V section here. You want to insert into that. So from here on out, we're going to be doing that. So I'm going to say waistcoat stitch 2. Oh, and I forgot. We're also working over whatever yarn we're not using because we're going to be carrying it along with us. So just kind of place it up along the edge that you are working. So that's 1 waistcoat stitch. That is 2 waistcoat stitch. And I'm going to color switch on the 2. So I'm going to drop the yarn into that middle section along and pull the cream through. Now you're always going to be doing your increases in this center stitch. So I'm going to do 1 cream, which means I'm going to not finish it, and I'm going to color switch to the cognac. I'm going to finish that and do 1 cognac into that same stitch. I'm again working waistcoat stitches. Going to color change again to a cream into that corner, and then color change again to the cognac. Now we're going to be following a fairly regular pattern. You're going to waistcoat stitch 3 cognac. So 1, 2, always working over your yarn that you're not using. So in this case, my cream. And 3. I'm color switching on after the 3rd, so I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to drop the yarn, pick up the cream, and then do 1 cream. Since it's just 1, I'm not going to finish it fully. I'm going to drop it, and then 3 cognac, 1 cream, 3 cognac, 1 cream. Continue this all the way until you're starting to reach your next corner, and I'll pick up with you there. So here you've come to the end, right? So I've done my last 3 stitches, and that should be, I'm going to be doing a color change on the 3rd, and you'll notice the next one is going to be perfectly lined to be that center of the 3 single crochets. So I'm going to drop my color, pick up a color, and we're going to do a 3 switcheroo again. So 1 cream, so drop the cream, switch to cognac, 1 cognac, drop it, pick up the cream, 1 cream, drop it, pick up the cognac. And then we're going to repeat the exact same thing all the way until the end. So you should, let me just place these here to secure things down a bit. Okay, so what you should see at the end is you already have 2 single crochets here, so you should have 1 more that lines up here. So you should have like 3 cognac or whatever trim color you're using, 1 cream, 1 cognac, and it should line up here. So I'll pick up with you once we get there. All right, here we are at the end. So as usual, you're going to join your round. I'm going to pull it, it's getting tighter because we're using waistcoat stitches. Pull it to the back. And then let's see, we need a cream, because now this round's probably going to take you the longest because it requires the most color changing. Then the next rounds will feel really smooth sailing afterwards. So we're going to do a cream, color switch, and it's probably going to twist your yarn a lot. So after every, couple stitches, you're probably going to need to adjust. Switch to your cognac, switch back to cream, and this is essentially going to be alternating every stitch, but I'm going to work the corner with you real quick. So you work 3 stitches until you reach the corner here, right? And now, same thing, drop. So we're going to do, before we did cream, cognac, cream, we're doing cognac, cream, cognac into that corner. So there's our cognac one, our cream one, and then our cognac one. Whoop. There we go. Then switching back to cream. I'm already getting my yarn twisted, so I'm going to need to address that here soon. And then continue. You're just alternating all the way around. Your corner is going to look just like this corner. And so especially notice to keep yourself on track is that for over your 3 cognac stitches, it should be this one should have a cognac, center will have a cream, and then cognac. And all creams will have a cream. All right, so carry on, and I will pick up with you once we're done with this round. Let's see. All right, here we are at the end. So we are going to again join our rounds. So I'm going to pull that to the back. Whoops. And then, by the way, I am following the chart, which will be in the pattern. You can follow along. Otherwise, this instruction should also suffice if you don't like charts. So our first stitch is a cream. And again, we keep doing our waistcoat stitches. Then we are going to pick up with our cognac, and now we're going to kind of be doing basically what we had before, just a little offset of 3 cognac. But let's do this corner first because it's a little different. So 3, which means on the 3rd, I'm going to do my color change. So drop that, pick up the cream. And now what we're going to do is working into that corner stitch, I'm going to do cream, cognac, and then cream. Always alternating. All right. And now you can continue in the pattern of 3 cognac or whatever again your trim color is. Whoops, where's my cream? And again, always working over the yarn you're not using. So you do 3. I'm doing 3 cognac, waistcoat stitches, and then 1 cream, 3 cognac, 1 cream. Oops, I meant the color change there. And continue that all the way around. I will pick up with you on the corner just to make sure you feel comfortable with it. And then we are getting close to being done. So here we've reached the end. I'm on my last 3 cognac stitches, and I'm going to be switching. So I'm going to drop that color, switch to the cream, and now, whoops, working again into that very corner stitch. I'm going to do the alternating cream 1 and a cognac 1, and just keep switching them out. Work in there. Okay. Whoops, let me tighten that. Okay, and then we can switch back to that same pattern of 3 cognac, 1 cream, 3 cognac, 1 cream. So work that and finish up your round. All right, you can hopefully start seeing how this is shaping out. That's kind of doing this in and out pattern here, and we are at the end. You should end on your 3 cognac or trim color. Now you'll join your round. We'll bring it back here again. Then we're going to switch to our cream. And we're just going to do a round of cream. It's going to be nice and simple. We're going to basically now mirror this side, except both, I think it's single crochet. And this time we're not working waistcoat stitches, we're working regular single crochets. So just leave the cock neck back there because we're going to need it one more time. And now we're just working regular single crochets all the way around, and in that corner as usual you'll see your cock neck corner. You're going to do your 3 stitches and just 3 regular cream single crochets into that corner, and on you go with the rest of the stitches all the way around. Your other corner, of course, you'll put 3 single crochet stitches, but other than that it's smooth sailing from here. All right, we are at the last leg, so let's join our round, bring up our cog neck, and at this point I'm going to work over this cream to secure it so I can just snip it and not have to deal with the end. And you're just going to single crochet around with the usual 3 single crochets in the corner or corners. Let's see, am I in the corner yet? Yes. And that's it. And at the end, you'll just slip stitch the join, cut your yarn, and weave in your end. And I will show you how this looks on the entire piece. It's really nice. So go ahead and work up your last row.